Hey friends, it's Christy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a very different video for you guys. I have a lot of things that have been happening behind the scenes in my life lately, and it is going to affect the future of my channel going forward. And so I just felt like I needed to update you all before those changes take place. And so that is what I'm going to be doing today. I really wasn't even sure how to approach this video. At first I thought I might do a sit-down video where I actually film myself facing the camera and talking to you guys. But you probably know this if you've been around here for a while, but I really don't enjoy being in front of the camera. I don't like having my picture taken. I just knew that I was going to be really uncomfortable doing that. It's not something that I do very often at all, and so I don't really have the setup for it. I could probably manage it, but I just knew that it was going to be something that I was uncomfortable doing, and it's an uncomfortable topic to talk about already, and so I just decided I did not want to go that route. I wanted to make myself as comfortable as possible, and for me, the most comfortable place for me is coloring, so that is what I decided to do today. So I'm just going to be coloring a background image and then a couple of little critters, and I'm not going to even put the card together. I did put the card together off screen, and I'll show you that at the end of the video, but I'm just going to talk to you guys and let you know what's going on. I'm not going to walk you through the coloring. That is on my channel so many times. Almost all of my videos, 99% of my videos include Copic coloring. So if you're looking for that, definitely check out the rest of my channel. But today I'm just going to be real and honest with you guys and tell you what's been going on. So super quick before I get into anything, I just wanted to tell you what supplies I'm using in case you are here for that. So I'm using several different stamp sets from Hello Bluebird. It's the Country Road background stamp, and then I'm using Tree Neighbors and one image from Autumn Days, and then later I will be adding a sentiment from Banner Blessings. So all of the details will be listed down in the description bar below, and we are going to move on now to the life update. So I want to start by giving a little bit of backstory just in case anyone is new here or just hasn't been around since the beginning. I doubt that there's very many people who've been around since the very beginning, because I started my channel back in January of 2011. So I have been on YouTube for 14 years now, over 14 years. And I have 1,260 videos on my channel, not including this one that I'm filming right now. So I've been here a long time, and at the beginning when I first started out, I just kind of posted randomly when I had something to share. But before too long, I started posting regularly on Mondays and Fridays. And then there was even a short time when I was on multiple design teams where I posted every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that was just too overwhelming. I just could not keep up with that. If you're not a YouTuber, you probably don't realize just how much work goes into the making of one single video. First of all, you have to come up with an entire concept, which can often take me several hours. And even once you have that figured out, you still have to film the video, upload it, edit the video, record the voiceover, upload that to YouTube. Then you have to take photos, edit the photos, add your watermarks or your thumbnails, design the thumbnail, upload that to YouTube. You have to do all of the final edits on YouTube, like adding in where the ad breaks might be. We'll get to that a little bit more later on. You have to put in your suggested videos at the end. You have to add all of the links for other people to shop the products that you might have used. Then you have to write a blog post. And even after all of that is done and your video is scheduled, once that video goes live, you still have to promote that video across multiple different social media outlets so that people actually see it and know that it's there, and so that you get the views to support the algorithm so that, you know, YouTube will show it to more people and your channel can grow. It's a lot. All combined, I spend about 8 to 10 hours per video, and that does not include commenting after the fact. And I'm filming 2 to 3 videos per week because some projects have to be turned in advance. And it has definitely consumed my life over these last few years. I spend the majority of my time working on my YouTube videos and my YouTube channel, and the balance of income to the time spent is so out of whack. There was a point for a fair bit of years that my channel was slowly growing, and then once the pandemic hit, it started to take off a little bit more. I think more people were just home watching videos, and so I started to see my income on YouTube rise, and I was really excited about that. I thought that my channel was really growing, but I would say about a year after the pandemic, my channel started to go stagnant. And I tried different things, trying to make different types of videos. I did Plan a Card with Me. I did the Coloring Critters in multiple different ways. I did my Copic Favorites series. I recently did the Copic Marker Alternative series, but nothing was really causing any improvement on my channel. I was getting more subscribers, but I was not getting the same amount of views anymore, and I definitely was losing a lot of income. Not that it was ever very much to begin with. And I hate to be all about the money, but this is a job to me. I have to support myself in some way, and I spend a lot of hours working on this, where I could be working another job, working less hours and making way more money. I mean, I've made no secret about the fact that some of my videos I'm earning like 50 cents per hour that I spent on it, and that's just like, who would work for that? You can't support yourself working for that kind of wage. So the entire time that I have been on YouTube, I also had another job because I cannot support myself from just YouTube alone. Like, just no way, no how was that possible. And back in January, I was losing so much money on my YouTube. It was in such a state of decline that I ended up actually taking on a third job. So for the last 9 months, I have been working 3 jobs, and I have been doing so many hours that I usually do not have a day off. I maybe have 1 or 2 days off a month, if that. And oftentimes I also have to pull evening shifts in order to get all of my work done. So my second job is in a pottery studio in person, so I actually have to be there physically. But my third job is an editor of children's books written by children, and so I do all of that remotely, and so I can kind of rearrange my hours. I am under contract to get these projects done in a timely manner, but I can kind of pick and choose my hours, and so I have kind of made that work around YouTube. And, you know, like I said, sometimes I have to work evenings as well in order to get all of my projects done and turned in and published. But so far I have made it work these last 9 months, but I am telling you, I am so burnt out. And then back a couple months ago, YouTube made a change where they switched to automatic ads on your videos, which is how you make money on YouTube. And so once that took place, I was seeing that they were putting like 10 to 15 ads on one of my 20-minute videos. It was so many ads, and they were in such random places. It would literally be while I was in the middle of explaining something I would do, and I really didn't like that. So I would turn off the automatic ads and place them myself so that I would have 5 or less, and I would choose the spots where the ads would fall so that it was just a little bit more of a natural break. And I guess YouTube penalized me for that because my income started dropping astronomically. So in order to earn any money on YouTube and actually get paid for that month, you have to earn a minimum of $100 for the month. And currently where I am sitting, I am in serious danger of not earning out the month. That's how low my income has dropped. I mean, it was never substantially more than that, but some months it was, a good bit more than that. I wouldn't say quite double that, but definitely more than what it is right now by a lot. And let me tell you, that is extremely discouraging. I have not earned as little as I am right now on YouTube in probably a decade. It has fallen so far that it really doesn't even make sense for me to be here anymore. But I do love teaching you guys how to color with Copics and brainstorming different ideas in my Plan a Card with Me videos, showing you different combos that you can use in my, coloring critters multiple different ways, and just how to use your different stamps and dies in ways you may not have thought about before. But here I am facing this situation where I am devoting between 20 and 30 hours a week on YouTube, and I am just making cents per hour for that time. I mean, it is ridiculous. And let me tell you, I have been agonizing about what to do for months now, like in an absolute state of despair and practically having like a midlife crisis over this, because I just cannot afford to keep going the way that I have been going. I am literally running myself into an early grave if I continue working as hard as I am working. I do have some different health issues. I'm diabetic. I have other things that, are personal, but the fact is, I am supposed to be finding ways to have less stress in my life. That's what my doctor tells me every time I visit her. And I just keep ramping it up, keep adding more things because I'm trying to stay on YouTube. So about 2 weeks ago, I found out that one of my coworkers at the pottery studio is getting another job. So she's actually not leaving, but she is going to be giving up her daytime hours because she's going to be doing something else. And it is a smaller studio. We have a total of 5 employees, including myself. And there is always only one person working at a time, with the exception of Saturdays when we have birthday parties, and so we have 2 people there. I work every single Saturday, so I'm fortunate that I get to work with one of my coworkers, but the rest of my shifts I work alone. And with her leaving, that was going to leave a hole in the schedule where we would potentially have to close for half a day on one of our most popular days because there was, nobody to fill that gap. And all of my coworkers, with the exception of one, work at least 2 jobs, and some of us work more. So it wouldn't have been easy to fill that gap in the schedule. But after thinking about it, I just decided that this was a step that I needed to make. With the way that my YouTube earnings have been, I just needed to be able to make more income. And so I am now going to be working at the pottery studio more often, which means I will not be able to film nearly as much. So I'm not leaving YouTube, at least not yet, but I am going to be reducing my videos down to just 1 per week, and I hope that I can maintain that. We shall see, but for right now, I am only going to be posting videos once a week. I did try to at least get it on the same day of the week so that you guys would know when to tune in. I was trying to go for Mondays because I already have 2 Mondays where I have to post for Lawn Fanatics, but I also have 1 Friday of the month that I have to post for Lawn Fanatics, and we were not able to change that to a Monday. It just didn't work for their schedule. So unfortunately, it's going to be kind of random. I think it'll still be only Mondays or Fridays. Although I do have a bonus video working with another company that is coming up soon, and I'm not sure what day that will fall on. I know this news about my posting schedule is going to disappoint a lot of people, and it's also going to really throw off the algorithm, and my income is going to absolutely plummet, but it just can't be helped. I just can't continue the way that I have been anymore. So I hope that you guys can understand that and that you'll stick around. I'm so grateful for all of you being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Tied these sentiments in there on purpose because that's just how I feel about this community. If you want to support me, the best way to do that is by using my affiliate links whenever you purchase anything from Lawn Fawn. If it weren't for affiliate links, I would not be able to continue this at all. But yeah, if you just use one of my links to take you to the Lawn Fawn shop, I earn a little bit of a kickback from that sale at no cost to you, and I am so appreciative of everybody who does that. So that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching and listening and hearing me out, and I hope to see you here in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.